Hi everyone, this is Kathy. Thank you for joining me. I have been telling you I'm going to give you a tour of my reading room for a little while, so I thought that I would capture a couple things. First, I want to introduce you to my home. So I live in Florida, and I'm just going to turn the camera around. I'll walk you through a little bit of my home, and maybe we'll catch the cats, and then we'll go for a tour into my reading room. So for those of you that have been following me all the time, this is where I live, and welcome to my home. Let's see what, okay, so it's my backyard. We're redoing my backyard. We have a hot tub, and we live on the water here in Florida, and this is our view. So we have this beautiful lake view, and it's actually just a beautiful home, and we're just so blessed. This is a family room that we built last year onto the back of the house. It's kind of decorated. My husband uses this room mostly. Big TV for football. And then we walk through here. You can see my new cat tower. This is my family room. And I didn't clean the house. I mean, this is kind of what my house looks like on an ongoing basis. So you get a little glimpse of my house. I won't give you a tour of the whole house. I'm going to start walking towards this little display that I have for Christmas time. Here is my cat, Prince. Hi, Prince. Say hello to everybody. There's Prince. He's taking a nap. I don't know where my kittens are. Hold on. Let me see if I can see my kittens. Here's Daisy and Duke, my husband's office. Here's Daisy. Daisy is the black cat, and Duke is the little gray one. They're new kittens, and we are just falling in love with them. So it's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so this is my reading room. I'm going to back up for a minute. This was a dining room that we put the French doors on. We closed it in so that I would have my own space, and it's very quiet. So we come in here. Once I'm in here, nobody ever comes in here. I'm gonna go around the room with you for you. Okay, so this is what 400 plus tarot decks look like. I don't know where to start. Let's start over here. All right, we're going to start at this side of the room. So obviously I do private readings, and I do a lot of recorded readings for YouTube. So just to give you an idea of how I organize my collection, I have not all of my decks are out of the boxes, but the decks that I use all the time are out of the boxes. So these are a lot of Etsy decks or kind of created decks, but these are like all time cards. These are love situation cards here. So I kind of have it organized by the type of cards that I use. These are all I don't know, they have, they have images on them. They're kind of oracle cards. But these are all my kind of playful cards. I have a lot of cards that have messages, tons of cards. So this is actually a new area for me because I needed additional storage. You can see I still have some storage that I can fill in. I'm going to go over here. These are cards that I use all the time. These are just like little stands. So I have these grouped by things like cards that I use all the time that I just want to keep out of the boxes because it's really a pain to go in and out of boxes. So I have a lot of oracle cards here. I have a lot of love message cards. I have tarot decks that are kind of a go-to all the time that I'll use. Tarot decks, these are all love message decks here that are all about the same size, like from Etsy. So this is just kind of a stand for things that I use all the time. I'm a little embarrassed to show you the corner, but I'm gonna do it anyways. This is a bag full of Christmas decorations for my display. These are the boxes that I'm using the cards right now, and let me show you what I do. I have on my table these boxes, these stands, And what I do is every week I take out of my library, I pick cards that have, like, I haven't used for a while or they work together. Right now I have all my Christmas cards out. You can see, like, going across, I have Christmas cards. 'Tis the season. So I have cards that I'm going to be using in readings like this week, next week, and I can just go to them real quick. So these boxes over here are the cards that I'm using. And then this stack. I wanted to show you how I organize my readings. I stack them, okay? I hate to say I have a system, but I do. I organize them in order of Oracle, Tarot, maybe messages, Oracle, messages, Tarot, you know, something like that. And I kind of have a little pattern. Like, this is a whole pile that I'll use for a no contact reading coming up. This is a pile that I will use for a love reading coming up. And in between readings, when I have time, because I like to coordinate my cards, I kind of create the pile so they're up and ready, and they're ready for me to go. So this is kind of like my workspace. And then here I have this white table. I can lay out the cards. What are my cards going to look like as I'm reading them? So they kind of coordinate. I try to coordinate colors and themes. All right, let's go over here to my bookshelves. Let me give you a big view of this, because this is an eyesore. My God, look at this. This is what 400 decks look like. I have a fortune. Don't compare your deck collection to mine. I am a professional psychic medium. I've been doing this for years. I have a huge investment in money in these decks. So do not compare, you know, there's probably not a lot of people that have this kind of a collection, but this is my library, so you can see, and I study tarot all the time. I love my tarot guidebooks from the decks, and I love referencing my tarot books. So I keep all my books here, and then I have some oracle decks down here on this shelf. And then I have a stash of candles because you guys wouldn't believe how many candles I use. And then I have stash of more candles, tea lights. I order them primarily from IKEA, like these little ones, these little jars. And then these tea light bags I order in bulk from IKEA because I blow through those every day. All right, so then here's another. I'm just going to go through these aisles here and just give you kind of a close-up of each shelf, because I wouldn't have enough hours in my day to show you each deck. But these are all, these boxes all have the cards inside. So these I can go to, and they're only organized in order of oracle cards. These are all oracle cards right now. And then I have shelves of tarot cards. Okay, so these are like all oracle cards. And then it goes into, here's my tarot cards. Let me back up a second so you can see this. So here's a shelf of tarot. And I'm sure that many of these you recognize. Now, one thing that's important to me is I always keep my cards up like a book so that I can see the spine of the tarot deck, and I can immediately go to it because I just feel like it's easier for me to access it. I can see what I have. And believe it or not, I do know where every single deck is in this room, and I know exactly what I have. And I know you wouldn't even believe that, but I do use all of my decks. Here's some Halloween decks. They're kind of organized by Halloween down here, okay? And here's some more decks down here. All right, so it's floor to ceiling. These are miniature decks. These are all like little miniature, little miniature decks. So I don't use those as much as maybe I should. And then we'll go over here. Here's some more tarot decks. And I mean, I'm a very avid collector. I just, but I use them. I use them on my tarot. I use them for my tarot readings every day on my YouTube channel. You guys know that. And I just love them. I mean, tarot's become a big part of my life, and nobody else comes into this room but me. So it's my sanctuary. These are all like bagged cards that are mostly made from like Etsy, something like that. So they might have come with a box at one time, but now they're in bags. And then I have more down here. So you can see it's just, but I do use all of my cards. I try to do themes. I try to work with colors. All right, so this shelf, you guys know that I love my charms and my initials. So here's my bowls of charms and tarot dice and initials. Here's my bowl of charms. So I have lots of that stuff. Here's office supplies. That's important because I'm running a business. Here's some more tarot decks. And then these boxes I'm a little embarrassed of, but they are you guys know I change my displays all the time with like candle holders and themes and colors. So I have buckets and boxes of things like that I can use for my displays. And then here's some more tarot decks. I wish that I was like a neat freak with these, but sometimes I just don't have enough hours in my day. All right, so here is my little witch. It's hot in here. I have a little fan. Let's go around the side. Okay, so this is a studio, and I'm just going to give you a quick tour of the studio because I'm recording. Okay, so I've had to learn lights, and I've had to learn lighting, and I've had to learn technology. But here's candles, lots of candles. And then here is my little makeup mirror and collection of lipstick, hairspray, so that in between readings I can freshen up. All right, so here's my chair. That's where I sit. And here are my computers. I'm going to sit down so you can see what I see. All right, so there I am. Hi, Kathy. All right, this one I want to share with you. This is this particular set here. These are my like really go-to cards. Okay, this is my soul deck. This is the deck that I use for all of my private readings. It's the Radiant Wise. It's the Radiant Wise Spirit. So you may recognize that deck. So this is my go-to. I use just this deck for my private readings for whatever reason. It's just my soul deck. I like it the best. But I have love cards. I have I don't know. This is things that I use all the time. So I keep them right here by my side because you'll hear me saying, oh, let me grab an angel number. And then here's the deck right here. It's right next to me. So this is by my side all the time. And I know every single deck here that I use. So I have two cameras. I have two cameras. I have two computers. I have a big microphone. I don't know the name of this microphone. I think it's a Yeti maybe. So microphone. And then I have all these lights. I have big lights, okay, going on behind me. I have ring lights with diffusers. I have this big, huge, look at this thing. This is like this big, huge diffusing light so that my face isn't got a ton of shadows when I'm recording. And this has not been an easy feat for me because this was not my wheelhouse. This was, something I had to learn. You can see another big light ring. This is over my table, these lights. There's the camera, okay? And here's my table. This is how I record, and some of you may recognize my display, okay? So my camera focuses in at a certain point. There's, I have candles, hand cream, and whatever, and the lighters in the back that I use, but, I change out this display. This is a I don't know, Formica top, actually Corian top. It's just one big piece. It's like a big, huge white square, and I can wipe it down, Windex it when there's like glitter on it or dust, and keep it really clean. So that works. And then behind me, I just changed my displays. There's a little fireplace right now and fake candles. And that's pretty much what I do. And then my cameras are, I have one on my computer. You can see it's seeing me now. And I have another one that is attached here that attaches to the same computer, but it shows just the display of the table. So I go back and forth. But this is my room. It has natural light. It does have a big arch, but it's been blocked off because it was too bright and too hot. So it does have natural light. I can open that up if I want. And I have a little table over here that I put my appointment book on. But that's pretty much my life. And I know that you guys were really asking, like, I can't wait to see, like, look at this. I mean, it's just so much stuff in here. My husband comes in here and he just rolls his eyes. Look at, like, even the equipment has, like, sandbags, and I have all this stuff on the floor to, you know, it's just such a, the equipment is a lot. The equipment is a lot just to record. But you know, this is my sanctuary, and I'm able to, you know, when I do my private readings, I obviously sit here in this chair. I'm on Zoom typically here, and then I have the second camera as a screen for cards, so that when they appear onto Zoom, when they appear onto Zoom, it's a double screen, and they can see the cards and they can see me. Well, that was a little glimpse into my life, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. I know some of you were like, oh, I'd love to see your reading room. I'd love to see all your decks. I'd love to know a little bit more about you. So I just wanted to put this together real quick. I've been wanting to do this for a few weeks, and I just wanted to walk you through. Maybe I should have cleaned the room before, but this is what it looks like, you know, so I have nothing to hide. But this is my work life. This is my sanctuary, and this is where all the magic happens. So I want to thank you for joining me, and hit that like and subscribe button. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me and you want to be in the room with me on Zoom, check out my website at kathymamolinspsychicmedium.com. And in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this tour, and we'll see you all again real soon.